So today's training was more of a recovery day and a little bit of movement exploration, you could say. So I start off with some pull-ups. Some keynotes to be aware of is that I'm using a natural environment that's a little bit more chaotic. Also a bit better for your mental health, a bit better for your circadian rhythms, microbiomes. So I've heard. It's pretty, you should just get out in nature. You get your own benefits. If I have to explain to you the benefits of nature, to get outside of like the sterilized gym environment, I don't know, I feel a little bad for you. But hopefully if you're watching this video, you kind of can get some of the benefits of getting outside barefoot. It spreads out your feet, get out of those conventional shoes that kind of narrow at the toe box and give you bunions and all that sort of stuff. So really the main thing I need to rest is my hips. Even though this movement does use the hips some, I just wanted to test out where my hips were at the moment. It's more on the outside of my hips into sort of the straddles and the splits. But some of these just basic movements get the blood flowing, build some musculature in the upper body, while the lower body hopefully rests. Some of the stability you have to balance against a kind of a wobbly rope. The ground is a little uneven, so even just walking outside barefoot itself will kind of train your body away from the very flat floors, very rigid shoes that kind of give you the same kind of repetitive motion where you're only really good and strong in these very specific, very certain environments. And the kind of environments that you get injured in and you may fall in are the environments that are unpredictable, that are unusual. So just being able to train in a way that allows you to be more robust and you're moving, that you're able to move well in the unpredictable, the chaotic kind of natural environments. Falling is a number one, I think, cause of death that's kind of preventable. So get into your movements. I know a lot of emphasis on repetition-based movements where you need to do a certain number of reps or add weight. But a lot of low walking, like walking in a squatted position. This is kind of just a butt scoot that I got inspiration from some of the people who practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. They will scoot on their butt to pull a guard position. And I've noticed that their legs, they can really use their hips just to scoot across the ground. And I felt that was just a very interesting way to articulate some of the hip joints. And what you practice in your movement diet will stick with you. So I practice a lot of air chair. So just naturally I kind of fall into an air chair position no matter what I do. So that's why it's good to kind of get out there, try other moves, other movements, to give you very diverse movement patterns so you can move in some of the best ways for whatever the situation may be. So if you like this kind of training, like nature, like daily physical, mental training, make sure to leave a like, a comment. It really helps out the channel. And subscribe if you're not and you feel like it. So this low isometric hold on one leg, on the balls of the feet, is really kind of challenging the shins musculature. So I'm hoping to do that until I can really feel that my body's kind of adapted to the position. Then I might try to find something else. So I don't know what happened, if I just got lucky here, but this was kind of the best one-arm handstand I've had. I kind of got to one finger pretty easily. I didn't really hold it too long, but I just kind of kept pushing through the one hand. And that was kind of the best. I tried to get the other hand. I didn't quite get it here. But I go outside and then I give it another try again. I tried again inside, but I don't really succeed. I'm not really sure what. I think I'd be quite okay with just having one kind of master balance move, whether that's a one-arm handstand, a hollow back, air chair, double air chair. I feel like once I get one of them, and I'll just kind of focus in on that. Here, hand hops, I was really focusing on the technique and just having some fun. It's a very fun move. I recommend trying to learn it. It's one of my favorites. And afterwards, I do some stretching, mainly just focusing on the upper body as I'm trying to rest the hips. Maybe I could try stretching out the toes, strengthening the toes, the ankles, the knees, but it's hard to do that without also engaging the hips to some degree. I'm just trying to rest it pretty heavily. But the shoulders, trying to get them fully mobile. Soon I'll get there. The bridge, along with the shoulder jump rope, I didn't actually record any shoulder jump rope, but I do have the tutorial in the tutorial tabs for shoulder mobility exercises, where I go through kind of all the best exercises I ever heard of. But when you stretch out the hamstrings, it's important to get the active mobility where you can hold it without having gravity pull you down. So I lean forward onto my hands, pick my feet up just to lock in that range of motion. And then also I do the one-legged just to intensify the stretch as I'm getting more flexible, so it's a little bit harder to get a stretch of both legs when you can kind of hold it there with just your compression strength. So farewell for now.